Hey guys, this is Ambi from underdogchance.com and welcome back to my MLB betting model predictions and projections for today, Tuesday, June 6th. Yesterday I had a losing day. I went 1-4 minus 3.56 units. But losing days are great, not because we lose, but because they remind us that we need to keep working, that we need to keep learning, we need to keep improving. Because if you are constantly winning, you can become overconfident, you can become cocky, and this will lead to big disappointment in the long run. So a balance between losing and winning, of course, with a little bit more winning, I think this is the best way to win in the long run. And losing is part of the game. Okay. Still, I'm 146 wins, 110 losses, plus 34.65 units of profit. My betting mall has even a little bit better results than me, but because I typed incorrect pictures a couple of times, and it is around 5-6 units deficit because of that. But anyway, still great results. And I have a couple of bets today. I will share them with you as well as my numbers. But before we go to today's bets, I have a question for you. Okay. So we have two rabbits. Okay. We have a brave one and we have a fearful one, the scariest one. So he is scared of everything. Okay. So which one survived? Okay. And the answer is none. And this is the same with bettors, and I will explain. Okay, so reasons why the bravest didn't want to survive: lack of caution. Okay, he didn't have a plan or strategy. Okay, the brave rabbit didn't have a survivor strategy. Okay, so if we have a brave rabbit, he's not cautious. Okay, he's over risking. The brave rabbit took too many risks. Constant risk taking without sufficient evaluation of potential dangers can lead to fatal consequences. Makes sense, right? Lack of awareness. The brave rabbit may have been unaware of potential threats and dangers in its environment. The same is with sports bettors, okay? A lot of people don't understand betting, don't understand numbers, and they find someone on YouTube. Maybe some people find me and they were following me for 3 days, and then they say, okay, he's good, and then they will bet everything, okay? So they don't pay attention, okay? So they're a brave one, or we can also say the dumbest one, okay? Overconfidence. The bravest rabbit may have been overconfident, believing it could handle any situation leading to its demise. Okay, so the bravest one didn't survive. Also, the scared one didn't survive. Why? Because he was overcautious. The scared rabbit was too cautious, which led it to hide continuously, avoiding opportunities for food and growth. Lack of action. The rabbit was so afraid that it failed to take any action, even necessary ones for survival, such as food. Lack of exposure. By hiding all the time, the rabbit didn't get enough exposure to its environment to develop survival strategies. This is also important. So if you follow pigs constantly, you will never develop your own strategies to win at sports betting. Paralyzed by fear. The rabbit was too fearful, and this fear paralyzed it, preventing it from living a full feeling and substantial life. And neglect basic needs. Okay, or overwhelmed by fear, the rabbit may have neglected its basic needs like food, water, leading to its eventual death. The same is with many sports bettors. Okay, so at one side we have bettors or gamblers who are risking a lot of money. They don't have any strategy, they don't improve, they don't learn anything. They are simply betting, they are following other people's picks. They don't have any idea how sports betting works, what are the numbers, what are probabilities, what is implied probabilities, what are the closing line value. And they simply risk too much. They're bravest one. On the other side, we have very smart people, as on Reddit, on YouTube, who are hiding behind their anonymous accounts. They follow pigs. They read all the theory. They are scared of losing money. They hide and put money below the pillow, right? And they will also not win because they are too scared. They are scared of life. They are scared of risking. They are scared of the world. They're hiding in their rooms, in their basements. in front of their computer under anonymous accounts, and they never take action. Okay, many of them are very smart, many of them have great potential, but they are always feared that they will lose money, that they will if they will take risks, that their life will be misery. But if you're scared, this will lead to disappointment sooner or later as well. So which one survived? Okay, and you can guess the third one, okay, the strategic one. The strategic rabbit survived. Why? Because he had balanced approach. The third rabbit found a balance between risk and caution. He survived because he had planning and strategy. He understand risk. He's action oriented, okay, invested in knowledge. The third rabbit invested time in understanding its environment and potential threats, using this knowledge to inform its action and choices, right? Embraces challenges. The rabbit was willing to face and overcome challenges rather than hiding from them. Okay, prioritize survival. This rabbit understood the importance of meeting its basic needs. So we need to take action if we want to survive. We need to work. We need to go outside. Okay, and ensure that it did what was necessary to find food and water. Adaptability. The third rabbit was able to adapt, okay, to its surroundings, changing its behavior when necessary to ensure its survival. So sports betting changed over the years, okay, and I still see people who read news, they write on a paper, I don't know, bets, odds. Sports betting has changed. Not only it has changed, it went from papers to computers to spreadsheets. Right now is going to artificial intelligence, to AI. Okay, so, and the markets has changed. Okay, some markets are very sharp. There are coming new markets, and people are not adopting. Okay, so it is not about betting on NFL or baseball. It is about finding the edge and beating the numbers. Okay, so most gamblers, sports bettors are not adopting. Okay, and they're like this rabbit. So if you want to win, you need to adapt. Okay, resilience. Even when faced with difficult situations, this rabbit was able to bounce back and continue. Okay, so even if we have losing days, I had losing days, I had losing weeks, I had a losing season, but continues to go. Okay, you need to come back better, stronger. Okay, and continuous learning. The third rabbit learned from its experiences, both good and bad. Okay, that continuous learning helped it to improve its survival strategies over time, and this is also very important. Okay, we all want some magical formula which will help us to make, and then what? Okay, so I like to say, uh, how do you know if you love sports betting? So if I give you $1 billion American, would you still analyze games? And I'm sure that 90% of people will say no, because most people are just looking some holes, rabbit holes, where they can get some money. But this is not going to work. Okay, and if there is one lesson from here, don't be the bravest or the dumbest rabbit who just blindly follow, throw money out of your window without understanding anything. Don't also be the scared one who read everything, jump from handicapper to systems to from Reddit, from one Reddit to other subreddit, reading everything on Twitter, on I don't know, and not taking action, and being afraid of losing money, hiding that money. You need to put money from yourself, risk money, but be patient, be strategic, be cautious, know what you're doing, right? So be the third one, the strategic one, and the probability of success will be higher. Okay, of course, bravest ones can survive. The scariest one can also be lucky, but we are looking what is the most optimal way to win in the long run, and this is definitely being a strategic one. Okay, I hope you got some wisdom from this, and let's go to today's projections and numbers, and I hope some of them will help you to make smarter and better bets today. Okay, first game, Detroit Philadelphia, Tyler and Alexander against Walker. Based on my projections, Philadelphia should be minus 188, and I didn't find any value. Minnesota Tampa Bay race, two right-handed pitchers. I have Minnesota at plus 141, bookmakers plus 158, and there is not enough value. Okay, Kansas City Royals, Miami. Just a second. So I'll check if there's first 5 innings bets. Kansas City, Miami. Uh, I have Miami at minus 165, bookmakers minus 152, maybe small value with Miami, but not good enough. Then we have Arizona, Tommy Henry against Jake Irvin. Uh, just a second. So I didn't make a mistake again with Jake Irvin or Cole Irving. Jake Irvin, so it is the right one. So I need to double check. I already made projections, but for somehow I need to double check right now. I don't know. So we have the right pitcher because I put wrong pitcher Cole Irving 2 times and I lost both games. But I already double checked earlier, but for some reason I wanted to check it one more time. So I found a value with Washington, and I'm taking Washington, but I'm taking run line plus 1.5 at 1.84 at 1 unit. Okay, so if Washington loses this game by 1 run, it is still a winning bet. Then we have Oakland, Pittsburgh. Uh, there is a value with Pittsburgh. They are better team, better pitcher. I give them 73.94% of chance to win this game. I have them at minus 284, minus 227 from bookmakers. Based on my projections, Pittsburgh is 1.25 unit bet. Okay, at this is money line at 1.44. And again, this is exactly 1.25 investment. Okay, so a lot of Americans, when I say 1 unit, they will bet 2.84 units. No, this is not 2.84 units. I think this is, so I don't want to use any harsh word, but this is ridiculous. Okay, so if there is 1 unit value, and if the betting mall or any system, I hope you have some system, right? Or how you bet, right? But let's say that you have a system that calculates your stakes, right? And if the model suggests you to invest 1% of your bankroll, why would you invest 3% or 2.8%? Because minus 284, right? I already use adjusted Kelly criterion, which calculates this. So my bet is never, if I say 1 unit, this is not 2.84 unit, okay? It is only 1 unit, okay? White Sox Yankees, we still don't have the odds from bookmakers, so I didn't even check. Later, I won't have time. I will work today on consulting and creating a new betting model. So I will spend most of the time today and tomorrow for personal consulting, and I will make videos. And then on Friday, I'm going on island to have fun and joy. And there will be no videos during the weekend. But today I will also not check the odds and reproject the lines later for this game. So those are my projected odds. If those two pitchers starts, there can be some difference when the lineups come out, but this is those are my projected odds. Okay. Then we have Houston, Toronto, Hunter Brown, Kevin Gausman. Yesterday I had Astros first 5 innings, and it was a winning bet. And in today's game, I think the odds are pretty fair. Boston, they are starting with Paxton. He is still not qualified for my betting model, so I will skip this game. Dodgers, Cincinnati. I have Cincinnati as an underdog here because not because I give Cincinnati better chance to win this game, because they still have, based on my betting model, 47.38% of chance to win this game. So if you want to bet everything on this game, you still have less than 50% of chance with Cincinnati. But because we are not looking for who will win the game, but where is the value, right? Plus EV, positive expected value, if you like. And based on my numbers, there is a value on Cincinnati at plus 169, and also in first 5 innings. But I'm taking again safer version. So I'm taking Cincinnati plus 1.5 at 1.5 unit and Cincinnati plus 0.5. Okay, this is small run line, which means that if the game is tied after 5 innings, the bet is still a winning bet. Okay, so those two bets are from this game. Then we have a couple of other games where I didn't find value. Mets Atlanta. I give better chance to Atlanta, as you see, but my numbers and bookmakers' numbers are the same. Baltimore Milwaukee. Uh, based on my line, based on my MLB betting model, line should be minus 115, bookmakers minus 123. It is very similar. Baltimore, Milwaukee, Liberatore, left-handed pitcher, Dane Dunning, right-handed pitcher, maybe small value with Baltimore, because I have them at plus 115, bookmakers plus 135, but this is still not good enough. Then we have Giants, Colorado. I skip this game. And then we have Chicago Cubs against Angels. I have Cubs as a value. Money line is just a value, small value. With player lineup change, this could fall below the value. And I have one 25 unit value with first 5 innings. So I'm taking Chicago Cubs money line as an underdog and Chicago Cubs plus 0.5 against small run line in first 5 innings. So I need to Chicago at 1.77 at 1.25 units. Okay, so those are all my projected numbers, and this is what my betting model calculates. So my betting models, if you're new to this channel, so I use my betting model where I calculate my winning percentages, and we know that winning percentages are basically the odds. I hope we all know how to calculate this. Uh, Odds are simply probabilities turned into the numbers. Okay, so and the odds are the prices. So we have the probabilities and then we have the price, and we can turn the probabilities into the price. And this is what you pay, right? So I calculate my own probabilities or the price, if you like, and then I compare with bookmakers odds. And then I'm looking for discrepancy. Okay, the bigger the discrepancy, the better for me in terms of value. And if the discrepancy is small or too close, then there is no value. And I have also a formula, this one, that calculates me if there is enough discrepancy between my numbers and bookmakers' numbers. How I found this, that discrepancy, this was based on a lot of testing, trial and errors. So I found that number which resonates with this betting model and my way of betting. So I could be also a little bit more selective, and I could have a little bit more selective criteria, but I found that this is doing pretty well. Okay. In the past, I also found that the bets that are higher adjusted criterion value, they had also better results. Okay, so I could also exclude probably these 1 unit debates and be more selective. Okay, but I think it is still doing pretty well. Okay, I will make a full analysis at the end of the season, and then we will see. Okay, so that's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the success.